Well, I think first and foremost, the Sean Anders and John Morris, our writers and director, had a really great idea. And they spent the time to really kind of develop the material and make sure that it could be better than the first and kind of stand on its own and be very kind of unique. And so just excited to play these characters again. And it's so timely that you have a movie that really kind of plays for families as a whole, for parents as well as children, at a time where people could use a lot of laughs and a reminder of what's really important, that, you know, loved ones and people need to come together.
We had very open and frank discussions, Mark and I, along with Sean and John and, you know, other producers on the movie, that if we couldn't think of a unique furthering of the story, then it really wasn't worth making a sequel. And when those guys pitched the idea that it's the moment where, you know, we kind of pick up where our story left off in the first one. We see Dusty and Brad actually working kind of in unison. It all seems to be working in a way. This dysfunctional situation from the first one has now coalesced to become a real working partnership. Now you add into the mix their fathers, and it opens up a whole new can of worms. And that was an exciting opportunity that gave us a whole nother kind of playing field to kind of, you know, make it worthy of doing a sequel. I think there's a lot of discussion of, I mean, not to get too deep, but there's a lot of discussion of boundaries and, you know, also things aren't as they appear, you know, in terms of the outward appearance of relationship. You know, John and our dynamic seems to be one way, but we have a lot of undercurrent there that kind of comes out, and Dusty and Mel are kind of working through their stuff.
My favorite scene in particular is, without giving too much away, is the theater at the end. You know, with all of us coming together, and just the idea of, you know, being together in the holidays and also now experiencing going to the movies, and just kind of connecting with people, you know, like realizing, because you go to a theater and it's kind of dark and you don't know who's sitting next to you, and then kind of being stuck there and forced to kind of really kind of look at each other and communicate and remind each other of what's important. It was very, I don't know, just a lot of humor there, but more importantly, a lot of heart, you know, and it's really kind of, you know, puts you in the holiday mood and kind of makes people, you know, reminds them of what's important.